Well, there's going to be real change, and it's the exact same change we would have seen with John McCain. These guys on the issues aren't any different. You just get some different rhetoric. And Barack Obama has openly called for 1 million-person youth corps, youth brigades out enforcing as intelligence spies. He's called for a 3 million-person environmental squads. He's called for shutting down, quote, bankrupting the coal industry that supplies 49% of all of our power. Yeah, he's going to bring in big government. I mean, he's talking like he's the Messiah. He's running TV ads where he's already sitting in the White House. And so what he's going to bring is a lot of grassroots support just because the public thinks they're getting political change because he looks different. But instead, they're going to get change, the whole George Bush agenda on steroids. And so that's the bottom line here. That's why you have Barack Obama unpopular on almost every issue. The only reason he is popular with the people is because he's from a different party, and they're hoping for some type of real change, and they're not going to get it. What they're going to get is what his running mate called for twice last week, a new world order where the very private banks that have orchestrated the derivatives collapse for a vertical integration, a consolidation, they are now openly calling for a world government run by a select group of banks out of London, England, that will set and control world taxes, world regulations, stock markets. We will buy our carbon credits directly from a private group of central banks. And so that is the change that Barack Obama is talking about. He is talking about bringing in more control, more of the same. That's why he's getting more corporate contributions and more defense contributions and more big money contributions than John McCain. The establishment positioned John McCain to win the Republican primary because they knew they were basically running a political corpse, just like the system ran Bob Dole in 1996 against Bill Clinton. And so we're all talking about, the first black president. While we're all talking about these little side issues, we should, as un-American people, talk about the fact that Barack Obama has lied about every major issue. He has turned around and stabbed the American people in the back. He got the nomination claiming he was going to end the spying, in the police state, in the war, and now Biden and others has come out and said, guess what? We're not going to end any of it, basically. It's going to be very unpopular, but this is what we're going to do. We are going to see more of the New World Order neocon agenda, and we document it all at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. And so you're going to see massive resistance form in the next few years after the honeymoon is over, and as the United States goes into this orchestrated depression, you're going to see Barack Obama become incredibly unpopular, and we're going to see all sorts of resistance at every level here in the United States, and that's what I'm concerned about, because the left was all against George Bush and his globalist agenda, but now because Barack Obama is set to be launched in there with this whole messianic vision, talking about he is the one, he is coming to save the earth, Newsweek calling him the president of the world, the whole world saying he's this wonderful, sweet, loving person. If you look at what he really is doing, he's bringing tyranny and an end to the free market, a crony capitalist system where a select group of interbanks and corporations loot the United States, like we saw with Boris Yeltsin and the oligarchs in Russia. The United States is being looted from pillar to post by the transnational criminals. Joseph Stiglitz on CNBC yesterday called for a world government run by the banks. They are coming out against the people.